Hi, I'm Wendy Hughes-Jelen with greenspacesrealestate.com and Westside Green Living with Wendy on Facebook. And I'm here holding an open house today in a home that I think is a great, and you're going to think I'm crazy, but condo alternative. I should know I've lived both ways. I currently live in a condominium townhome in West Seattle where I don't have to lift a finger. And my previous residence was a near quarter-acre lot in West Seattle that required a lot of upkeep, gardening, weeding, mowing, and it was sloped. And I've been able to revise my perspective a little bit about homes on large lots, because if the yard is set up properly, you can actually have a larger home on a larger lot, have the elbow room around you, and still not have too much work. I mean, my generation and those younger than me, we've got better things to do. We don't want to be out there doing backbreaking work on the weekends in our few minutes of spare time. So if there's a way to have a home and have the space to have a little bit of a garden, but not have too much work, this is what you need to look for, okay? So in the front yard of this home, you're going to see that this is primarily bark and rock and pavement. So here's the things you want to look for. Large paved areas with the concrete in good condition. This is a parking pad that's less than a year old. Probably cost the property owner a lot of money, but they felt it was a good investment. You could fit, you can't really see here, there's my cars parked out there. You could fit probably an RV sideways there. And it's slightly sloped, but I'm telling you, if you want to do a Mini Cooper parking competition, you could probably get 20 Mini Coopers in this driveway. So, going back to the planting areas, you have lava rock and bark. Lava rock means no plants and nowhere for them to grow and no mowing. The bark suppresses weeds and also helps retain moisture for the plants that are actually planted there. So I'll zoom in here a little bit. There are a few perennials tucked in just along the edge. They're really easy to tear out and put in replacements as the season changes. The rest of the plants are perennials. Here, you don't have to do anything. These shrubs are great for bees and other butterflies. And if they get huge, trim them. But otherwise, you don't actually have to do anything. There's a small shrub here that's going to get larger, but has plenty of room around it. The property owner here waters during the summer with a soaker hose. So they just turn on the water, leave it there for a while, and then go back outside and turn the water off. That's the best way to water plants anyway, is to let the water dribble in slowly so it has time to get down to the root zone. And this is facing east, so you could water here either early in the morning before the sun comes up or late in the day when this yard is fully in shade. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon in May right now, and there's some shade here but not a lot. So it shouldn't be watered when the sun's out, because you could shock the plants with a temperature change, and also you kind of waste a lot of water because it evaporates right away. And now I'm going to go over to the backyard and show you what else to look for. So something else to look for: a large deck. Decks don't need to be mowed. They only have to be swept. It's covered, so it provides shade where you're sitting. It's nice. It also keeps the rain and the snow off. Okay, so you do want some grass because you have a dog or your pets. The grass here in this yard, this is the extent of it right here. And goes around the corner. It's plenty of space for goofing around, playing, the dog, whatnot, but you could probably mow this in 20 minutes. The fruit trees need no maintenance at all or watering. The shrubbery underneath here is ivy, I believe, which actually I'm not a proponent of. Ivy spreads and can really take down native plants. So if you insist on having low maintenance ivy in your yard, make sure you trim off the berries when they come out so the birds don't eat the berries and then crap the seeds while they're flying. Here you also have some native plants which are drought resistant. And up in the upper level you have a terraced garden area. Really easy to take care of. It's in the shade right now at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so I would suggest anything that needs full sun can't be back here. It probably needs to be in another area. But this is great for partial sun plants, and also lettuce, because lettuce doesn't want to get fried either. So, and then it's concrete, so you have concrete pathway up to the garden area. It needs to be weeded every now and then, but not a lot of maintenance. Here's more concrete path. Now, concrete's not a great environmental feature because it's impervious and water can't go through it. But the rest of this property is so impervious, or pervious, I should say, that a little bit of concrete won't hurt anything. So this is what to look for if you want a home in the suburbs on a large lot with an actual yard and don't want to do any work. Look for lava, look for bark, look for some grass that's mowable, not too sloped, so it actually is pretty easily mowable without too much work. Or you could probably hire a service to do it for you for about $35 a visit, which, trust me, is worth every penny. And then also, if you do get into gardening, you want an area where you can bring in materials. Back here, there's a fenced area off of the street where there's some composting going on, and you could back a truck or a trailer into here and dump off rock or mulch or what have you. So that's that. So that's what to look for in a house if you don't want to live in a condo, but you would like to have a house and not have to do the work. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.